All right, so made it back to the CRV. That didn't take me too long. Oh, good. My windshield's finally thawed out. Okay, yeah. Okay, where am I gonna put this guy? Throw him on the floor, maybe-ish. Okay, I don't know if he has to wear a seatbelt or not, but in you go. Sorry, buddy. Well, there you go. What the hell's with his tail there? Anyway. Okay, so that's one. Ricky was nice enough. Look, the road ferry sort of came by. Well, at least he opened the gate ferry anyway. It'd be nice if it turns into a road ferry and open it right up for me and I can drive right in. But it's only like a couple of 100 yards in, maybe 200 yards in at the most. Well, say 3. So in other words, it's like, for me that's easy. It's like, it's not like a mile, 2 miles. I still got to do my other trapping run today. So yeah, there's that. And then I got that otter. It's been 4 days. I'm just thawing them out now. Now I got a beaver. I got a little bit sidetracked the last past couple of, well, not sidetracked per se, but just like, that was my snowbank. This road's kind of freaking small. Here, you get stuck up here, man. You're living. Nice thing is there's an abandoned house. Well, it's not abandoned, but it's the new occupants haven't moved in yet. So that's a beautiful place there, though. Nice people that live there. I don't know why they moved. Hey, you keep it down back there, Mr. Beaver. That's one. That's one. I showed him. Trapped me yesterday. Well, I trap you back. There you go. So that's yeah. So I made some more beaver stretchers in anticipation of the Beaver Blitzkrieg second front here being a little more active. That house, I thought there was gonna be like 5 houses, 10 houses there. It just looks so much more different. In the fall when I saw it, it looked like it was so much more big, or much bigger. I can't speak today. But it is a little bit cool today. But that guy's like an iceberg there. A day like today, you definitely be careful with your furs. When they're cold in the trap, like frozen in the trap like that, it doesn't take much to start ripping hair out. And, you know, you devalue your pelt pretty quick. But he should be good in prime. I just looked at some of my other beaver hoops today, and the drawing on that, and I gotta tell you, the way my beaver hoops dry there, guys, you gotta try it. Yeah, they're time consuming to make. You gotta track down some old plywood. I got all that plywood from the gun range. I'm not gonna use it all on that, but one sheet of plywood could potentially get you 15 furs to dry, if you know, provided you catch the right sizes. So that's you know, that saves you a lot of work the following year. So this year they're easy to make. It's just, you know, the cutting them out. Get yourself a good jigsaw. If you can get a nice router jig, you can make a really nice one. But I tried my router. My router bit was completely toasted, so didn't quite work out that way for me. But it is a lot easier than walking. Yeah, got Unico, the CRV here. Now, mind you, if it gets really icy, I'm not gonna, like, this road is. I'm coming down a not a super steep mountain, but it's steep enough, and then, you know, you slide right into the lake there, McCarthy's Lake, and not something I'm particularly fond of doing. Of course, you see it says 40, but a lot of people back here think there's a 1 in front of that 4, so you got to really stay to your side. It gets kind of narrow, and all these guys with the 4x4s always think they can go like matchstick. It's like, you're gonna kill yourselves or everybody else, you know. This is all-wheel drive. Whenever I lose traction, the other two, it's kind of like semi-all-wheel drive. So it works okay, mainly front-wheel drive. I got winter tires on the front, but that hill there, when it gets icy there, it can get a little bit on the hard side to get up that hill. So am I doing for time? Yeah, I guess I can ramble on a little bit more. Now that the library's open, tomorrow I'll go and upload my yeah, that's what took up my day the other day. But that otter, I gotta skin it at least today. Hopefully it's not gonna be too hard to skin, because it didn't really properly freeze because it was mild the past couple of days. We kind of had our January thaw early, And well, it's definitely not a January thaw today. It was minus 30 something last night, minus 20, 22 when I woke up this morning. Good fur weather, bad skinning weather, because you got to work fast when it's like this, because especially when you're working outside. I don't have a heated shack, so this area is really dangerous here. This corner here, a lot of people smack into each other, partially because they don't, you know, slow down enough and take the adequate with the other parts, because they're usually 3 parts cut. You got to factor that in around here too. Hillbilly rules, right? Yeah, beyond this post here, everything's hillbilly laws. So yeah, but it's a good little spot up there. It's not too far from home. So at least I covered my gas for today. That's one good thing. But I figured to make that profitable, I have to catch at least 6 beavers a week to make it profitable. 12 beavers a week there if I could catch it, which would run me out in about 2 weeks, which would be good because then I'm not burning that much gas. But 12 beavers a week would be an income. That's no longer hobby trapping. That's starting to get into income. 20 beavers a week would be absolutely insane. You'd have to be very well set up for that, which I am not. I'm not. When I say I'm not set up, let me qualify that, because you guys might not understand what I mean by not set up. It's like, for example, my beaver stretchers, I don't have them all done. My otter stretchers, I don't have like 50 of every stretching size, you know what I mean, of every type of animal, or 20 or even 10, you know what I mean. So I can't just catch something, skin it, and you know, flesh it and put it up. I have to skin it, build the board for it, or whatever, you know. Now mind you, every year it gets easier because you just start compiling more boards, which can up your quotas a lot quicker. Next year I'm going to aim for 150 furs for the first upload, or first you know, auction or whatever, for the first harvesters. Now you'd say, well, that's with what you got, that's probably impossible. Actually, it's not. Okay, sure, I've only got really 3 or 4 functioning traps out of the 6 330s, and then of course the other little guys, but we won't count those for the beaver. He didn't wave. How rude. I'm going to tell his mother, your son did not wave at me, and I know who he is. I know who his mom is too. He's in trouble. He's in trouble now. But anyway, yeah, bottom line is that when you have everything ready to go, okay, you got your like, every time I skin a beaver, for example, I have to pull out the skinning table, which is also the you know, contractor table, the everything table. Okay, that takes 2 minutes, 5 minutes here. It all adds up. You know, you save 5 minutes on one task, you've probably saved yourself nearly 50 hours of work by the end of the season. So think about it like that. Everything adds up. So you got to, I'm not efficient set up right now. I'm getting there, you know, I'm getting into the groove of it, obviously, you know. And I got about another month and a half of this masochistic freaking job of you know, if you hate yourself, take up trapping. It is fun. Oh, there's the turkeys again. They're all toms. There's like 8 toms. That's cool. They're big too. Too bad it's not hunting season. I'm like, hey turkey, you want to go for a ride? I got some candy. You know, I guess the turkeys have been told, don't trust people who like birdseed candies. You know what I mean? Whatever. And that was a delayed reaction. They should have waved. Why is nobody waving at me? What the hell's going on? It's like, what, my town turned anti-social or something? That's not good. Well, I guess I better cut the video. But anyway, yeah, you get the idea. So that's a good start to the trapping up there. So that's a good sign. Hopefully I catch another one tomorrow. But I gotta put out more than one trap, because they're gonna get wise to those traps very, you know, very, like if 6 of them went by that trap with him dead in it yesterday, that's 6 that might be smart enough after the second or third one to say, hey, don't go near that trap. That's why I use the bait. So, but I anticipate probably about 19 furs there, maybe 22 at the very high side, 8 at the minimum. The other little house that I just finished trapping, I got 7 out of there. There's probably 8 or 9, maybe even 12 there. But you know, when are they going to come in? You know, like the main ones, you trap out the main ones first, which is like 6 to 8, and then the scragglers come in as they come in. So anyway, yeah, there we go. Have a great day, eh? I can go check see if I got a wolf.